It's a picture-perfect afternoon for Suburban East Conference softball. I'm Mike Beaton, all by myself, talking to myself, but that's okay. We've got a lot to talk about as the Stillwater Ponies host the East Ridge Raptors in the final home game of the regular season. And another fine season for the Ponies. They got the 1 seed last year in the state softball tournament, but ran into an Achilles heel known as Forest Lake. Found themselves eliminated in the quarterfinal round. Obviously, they won't be able to rewrite that narrative until we get to the postseason, but another win over East Ridge would certainly take them a step closer, and they get Forest Lake tomorrow to end the regular season, weather permitting, of course. As you know, East Ridge will bat first, and would like to thank all of you watching this live on Valley Access channels. Here's a look at the East Ridge order. We'll get it for you momentarily. Otherwise, I can read it to you. It is up. Okay, I don't see it on the screen, but it is up. So Olafson will be the leadoff hitter for East Ridge. She's the shortstop. Kylie Kohout, the designated hitter. Wukowitz bats third. There it is. Cam Hartwig batting cleanup. Emily Tracy fifth. Sam Murphy sixth. Braylon Pantilla, the pitcher, batting seventh. Addison Treball at second base, and Emma Spieler playing left field. Caitlin Hall will play right field. She is the flex player for the Raptors. Stillwater, just one loss on the season. 17-1. A common refrain for the Ponies. Kira Murphy will get the start on the mound. As you know, their pitching ace, Allison Benning, is now at Oregon. And we're underway. Olafson takes the first pitch for a strike. Data limited on the Raptors, but we'll try to tell as much as we can about these two teams. Murphy sends that pitch low, so it's a 1-1 count to Olafson. That one wide, 2 balls, 1 strike. Olafson tips that one foul behind the backstop and caught by one of the spectators. So it will be 2 balls and 2 strikes, and one of the spectators gets to show off his quick reflexes. 2-2 to Olafson. That one low, missing the zone, so a full count to Olafson. Murphy puts some heat on that one, but missed the zone. Here comes the payoff pitch for the righty. And we'll try again as Olafson fouls that one away. Over the truck. Jordan, I hope you brought your glove. You might need it. And again, I might need it. And Olafson works her way to a walk. Kylie Kohout bats next with a runner on first. East Ridge running into a bit of a rut after a strong start to their season. Kohout takes that pitch high. One ball. Now 1-1. Now the Raptors, they have lost 4 in a row after going on a tear in the middle part of the season. Kohout fouls that one to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They've lost to Stillwater 6-0 back on May 12th. Park of Cottage Grove 8-2. Cretin-Durham Hall 10-3, and Forest Lake 7-1. Kohout hits that one foul, so we stay 1-2 with Olafson on first. 1-2 pitch, grounder. Past shortstop for a base hit. Olafson advances to second. Cahoot with the first hit of the game. And Eastridge looking to put together an inning here with runners on first and second and Wukowitz at the plate. And there's a look at the defensive formation for the Ponies. Johnson, Scally, and Gray, the outfielders. Grunder, Monty, Lefevre, Smetna, the infielders. Murphy, the pitcher. Sarah Dollarsdale, the catcher. Dollarsdale, the flex player for Stillwater. We have 2 balls, no strikes to Wukowitz. Now 2 balls and 1 strike as that ball fouled right in front of the Eastridge dugout. Avery Wukowitz. Grounder to third. Stillwater, nope, that was a foul ball. The ball crossed the line and before it reached the base. So no force play. And it's 2-2 to Avery Wukowitz. Swing and a miss. And Wukowitz strikes out for the first out of the inning. Cam Hartwig batting cleanup. Murphy looking to get out of this pickle she finds herself in. First pitch strike. And now 1-1. Two and 1. Stillwater's history, a lengthy one in softball. They won it all in 2018. That pitch in the dirt. Runners advance, so that opens first base. Olafson and Cahoot advance on the wild pitch. That one called for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is a crucial out that Murphy would like to get with runners in scoring position. And she does. Hartwig goes down swinging. And here comes Emily Tracy. Tracy the catcher. That first pitch down and away for ball 1. It's now still a 1-0 count. Two and 0 again down and away. That time Murphy finds the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tracy hits that one into foul territory, and it's gloved by Johnson. So the Ponies end the threat And we'll head to the bottom of the first inning.
Scrolling all day, time can disappear. Wanna make it count, why not volunteer?
Posting pics of your food, that takes up time. Maybe just eat me, I don't really mind.
Time, you've got time. As your reflection, it's my duty to say.
Time, I've got time.
All my pics are the same.
I am some eggs.
10 hours a week deciding where to go eat.
Well, where do you want to eat? Maybe let's not go out to eat.
You paint your walls from cream to white, then from white to cream, then back to white.
Time, you've got time to binge all of season 9, though it got so bad.
Time, you got time. We're gonna grow back and be the same brows you had.
Time, you got time.
Listen to my plea as I harmonize.
Time, you've got time.
Zooba-doo-bop, wow.
Just a few hours to keep families from harm. Help us end home fires with Sound the Alarm.
Volunteer for a day to install free smoke alarms in your community.
Bottom of the first. Stillwater gave up a hit, but they strand runners on second and third, so we are scoreless in the bottom of the first. Here is the Stillwater lineup. Alexis Monty, the leadoff batter. Gabby LaFavor follows. Kat Smetna third. Kira Murphy batting cleanup. Taylor Gray fifth. Addison Coffey sixth. Lily Grundner seventh. Maddie Johnson eighth. And Amber Scalia rounds out the order. Dollarsdale, as we noted, the flex player for Stillwater. And Amber recently had a walk-off home run, her first, in a Pony softball uniform. But not the traditional walk-off. As you know, we have the mercy rule in softball, so her home run ended the game because it put her team in front of the mercy rule threshold, and we get a first pitch bunt that Eastridge picks up right away. So Alexis Monty goes down on the bunt attempt. Gabby LaFavor goes to the plate. You don't see that often, a first pitch bunt. Gabby LaFavor averaging .403 this season. Stillwater's lineup doing extremely well. That may not be a surprise considering they're 17-1. Strong pitching, strong batting. The only loss Stillwater suffered was White Bear Lake, if my notes are correct. One and two to LaFavor. And she goes down swinging.
Batting for the Ponies, number 32, Kat Smetna.
So Braylon Pantilla off to a good start, but Kat Smetna is hoping to claw Stillwater in front. Yeah, the Ponies had a 2-1 loss to White Bear Lake. That has been it. Outside of that, most of their games runaway wins. Smetna takes that first pitch for a ball. That 2-1 loss to White Bear Lake, the only one-run game the Ponies have faced all season. 1 ball, 1 strike to Smetna. So just like last year, they have put together another fine campaign. Smetna hits that one to center field, and it's gloved. So a quick 1-2-3 inning. As Wukowitz makes the catch, we head to the top of the second. Still no score.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Did you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
You budget. You pay bills.
Yet somehow, women like you, like me,
Are 80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So here's what we're gonna do now. We're going to save ourselves by setting a goal to save 2% more of our income for our retirement.
Why 2? 1% honors you.
And 1% honors all womankind.
So come on.
Learn more about the 2% challenge at WeSaySaveIt.org.
Due up in the top of the second for Eastridge, Sam Murphy, Braylon Pantilla, and Addison Treble. Now, another element we may have to contend with is the weather. There was a chance of thunderstorms, although there is a look at the current weather, 40% chance, humidity 70%, temperature 72 degrees. It does feel a little more humid. Sam Murphy takes that first pitch for a strike as the top of the second is underway. That pitch a ball. And a grounder to first. So Sam Murphy is retired by Smetna. And here comes the pitcher, Braylon Pantilla. And looking at my radar, there is a small cell that's moving through, so we'll see what happens. It's off to the west. Hopefully it doesn't delay us for long. If that is the case, Pantilla fouls that one and gloving it. Oh my goodness, reaching over the wall was Gabby Lefevre. She was able to keep it in play. You don't see that often. So Pantilla is retired on the reaching catch by Lefevre. And here's Addison Treble, who takes the first pitch for a strike. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. Down and away, missed the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike to Addison Treble. Treble with a pop-up to third. Lefevre makes the catch, and a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Raptors. We head to the bottom of the second, still no score.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. Basically, he had to relearn everything. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey.
What do we do? You may not be able to plan ahead for a ghost encounter.
Under the dining table now!
But you can plan ahead for natural disasters. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts.
Maybe it's the apocalypse.
Know your evacuation routes and decide on a safe emergency meeting location.
Here? I know. I'd pick Orlando.
Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. So pass the Proton Pack to the next generation and visit ready.gov/plan to get started.
We've crossed the stream into the bottom of the second inning. Due up for the Ponies, Kira Murphy, Taylor Gray, and Addison Coffey. Still no score.
Batting for the Ponies, number 17, Kira Murphy.
Murphy has ball one after that pitch went low. Kira Murphy, the pitcher, with an impressive slashing line. 2 balls, no strikes. Murphy hitting .413, OPS 1121, 491 on base, 630 slugging. Actually, several Stillwater players over 1,000 in the OPS department. Murphy chases that high pitch. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Altogether, Stillwater has 8 players with an OPS of over 1,000, 3 balls, and 1 strike is the count. Among Stillwater's regulars, as Murphy takes a strike for a full count. I stand corrected. 7 players with an over 1,000 OPS. As Murphy fouls that one, it will go out of play. 6 of the regulars with an OPS of over 1,000. And take a look at the batting lineup. You've got 7 and Lindsay Wiederhold. She was at the 400 mark. A lot of 400 hitters, but Murphy goes down swinging. The second strikeout for Braylon Pantilla, and we have the makings of a pitcher's duel as this game develops. Taylor Gray takes strike 1. On the season, Gray, .426. OPS 1282, her slugging percentage 809, the highest on the team among the regulars. Gray takes strike 2. Gray leading the team in home runs with 5. And among the leaders in walks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one fouled into the seats. We stay 1-2. Stillwater has not recorded a hit yet. Eastridge with just 1. That pitch high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Taylor Gray. When you're watching this live on Valley Access channels, we want to thank Burnsville Community TV for lending their truck. It helps to have friends, and we've got plenty of them around the metro now. They're providing you all the great pictures and the graphics. It's a team effort. And a called third strike. Taylor Gray thought that was low based on her body language, but she goes back to the dugout. You're not going to see too many arguments at this level. And that is the third strikeout for Pantilla. Addison Coffey to the plate. She's hitting .424. 14 hits, 13 of them singles. She does have a double and a home run. And she has a 1-1 count. And I had to pause because Addison Coffey laces that one to left field. I had to pause because someone didn't add up the hits correctly, but I can add this up for you. Coffey with Stillwater's first hit. A single to left field, That will bring up Lily Grunner, who has one of just 2 triples on the season for the Ponies, and Dollarsdale will pinch run for Coffee. Dollarsdale, the flex player, and as you know, the umpire announcing the flex will run for the DP. As you know, courtesy runners are allowed without requiring a substitution, so Dollarsdale will take first base, and Lily Grunner, who's hitting .308, takes strike 1. Grunner, just one of 2 Stillwater athletes to record a triple this season. One and one the count. Dollarsdale goes, and the throw is offline. She'll stay at second. So Dollarsdale will get credit for a stolen base, and that puts a runner in scoring position. So if Grunner can lace one to the outfield, Stillwater could get on the board, and that is a foul tip. So 1 and 2 now to Lily Grunner. Grunner fouls that one to the backstop. That pitch low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. But Emily Tracy wasn't going to take any chances. She was eyeing the infield in case Dollarsdale attempted to advance. 2 and 2 with 2 out. That's fouled. Out of play. We stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lily Grunner trying to bring home Dollarsdale and get Stillwater on the board. That pitch off speed. Okay, that was a 3-2 count. I misspoke. And Grunner advances to first on the walk. And a Stillwater graduate returned one of the foul balls. That will be Sarah Scalia. First pitch swing for number 13, Maddie Johnson, who's hitting .343. And Johnson fouls that one for a strike. .343, OPS 704. No extra base hits for Johnson. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No extra base hits for Johnson. This would be a perfect time to rip one and get the Ponies on the board. But she faces an 0-2 count. Fouls that one into the backstop, and we stay 0-2. Sarah Scalia, you may have heard, transferring to Indiana after spending 3 seasons at Minnesota. Her little sister playing 1 more year on the Stillwater softball team. And Lily Grunner goes, or Maddie Johnson, I should say, goes down swinging. So Stillwater strands 2, and we head to the top of the 3rd, still no score.
You. Incredible women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah. What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash your hands. Rubber while you sing the song. Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Make sure you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
Has crossed home plate through 2 innings. We head to the top of the 3rd. As you're watching high school softball live on Valley Access Channels, Mike Beaton with you. Due up for the Raptors, Emma Spuler, Caitlin Olafson, and Kylie Kuhut. Thus far, both pitchers have given up 1 hit, 1 walk, but no runs. And that first pitch to Spuler finds the zone for a strike. Kira Murphy, one of the one of the many veterans. And Spuler will go to first as she was hit in the leg by that pitch. So Olafson with the runner on will try to do something with it. Olafson walked in her first plate appearance. And a quick conference with Murphy. Murphy finds the zone for strike. Again, Olafson walked in her first plate appearance and was stranded at 3rd in the first inning. That pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was a pitch out on an attempted pickoff to try to get Spuler at first. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Spuler got back in time. And now it's 2-2. Two and two with the runner on. And we'll try again. That pitch outside. Full count now to Olafson with Spuler on first. A grounder past the third baseline. It stays fair. Spuler advancing to third. She'll hold up there. And Olafson with the double. So Eastridge with the big double with no one out. They are threatening again, and we'll have a mound visit. Eastridge, they dropped their first 2 games of the season, White Bear Lake and Forest Lake, and then they just ran off a series of wins, 10 to be precise. So the Raptors, their entire season filled with streaks. They lost the first 2 games, won 10 in a row, and they have lost the last 4, including that first meeting with Stillwater. They've scored 10 runs or more on 4 occasions. As you get another look at Olafson's double down the third baseline. And we've got a few raindrops here. We'll have to see what happens. There was a cell to our west, and we've got a strike here on Kylie Cahoot. Cahoot singled her first time up, and she was stranded at second. Here she has runners on second and third with no one out. Murphy delivers another strike, and now it's going to be getting outs. That is going to be the key if you're Murphy. And that's a good way to start. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Murphy with her third strikeout. Avery Wukowitz showing bunt, tipped, and that will be a foul for a strike. Wukowitz struck out her first time up. That was a big out for the Ponies. Get that first out and keep everyone on base. Here comes the squeeze play. The throw in time. And we might have a double play. No, we don't. Wukowitz advancing to second on the bunt. Spieler is thrown out. So 2 out, runners on second and third, but still no score as the Ponies read the suicide squeeze perfectly. But we've got a few raindrops here, so Hartwig with a hit up the middle. That will bring in 2. And so that alert base running by Wukowitz will give Eastridge a 2-0 lead on the RBI single. First pitch swing from Cam Hartwig. Wukowitz reaching second. We've got ourselves some raindrops here. So that will bring up Emily Tracy. We'll see how long this lasts and if that causes the game to be suspended or in any way postponed. Tracy with a fly out. Hits that one foul that was just left of the third baseline. From the looks of it, that cell that's coming over us here, as that pitch is high. And 1 ball, 1 strike to Tracy. From the looks of it, it was a small cell, so if it gets past us here without causing any deterioration in field conditions, we shouldn't have any interference as far as getting the game in. As we said, there was a chance of thunderstorms today. Tomorrow could be the dicier day as far as getting games in. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tracy. Okay, she struck out. I was behind on the count. I'm trying to shield behind. But Eastridge does get 2, and we head to the bottom of the third with the Raptors leading 2-0.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. High blood pressure silently affects millions of Americans. Staying on top of your blood pressure is as simple as these 4 easy steps. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org to learn more.
Dad? Being a dad can be transformative, but also a lot of fun. Help prepare Prepare your little monster for the outside world. Encourage their interests. Support their growth. Walk them through new relationships.
He's perfect.
Whatever you say.
And prepare them to stand on their own 2 feet.
So much of the good in my life is because of you.
Never stop being a dad.
Eastridge with a clutch 2-out hit to bring in 2. And again, that play by Wukowicz to advance to second following the bunt. That could make the difference potentially, but we still have a few innings to play. Do it for the Ponies in the bottom of the 3rd. Amber Scalia, Alexis Monti, and Gabby Lefevre. But now it's the Ponies who are playing from behind, a situation they rarely find themselves in. Again, just one-run game. That was a 2-1 loss, though, to White Bear Lake. 1 ball and 1 strike, I believe, to Scalia. And I'm not used to this. That pitch is high. Scalia's teammates cheering her on. Usually I don't see this much noise. Three balls, 1 strike. We're still dealing with some showers here at Stillwater Area High School. Amber Scalia shows bunt, and oh, the rain's picking up now. It is picking up considerably. I thought we were in the clear. And Amber Scalia goes down swinging. Oh, thank you very much. That is the 4th or 5th strikeout from Pantilla. Alexis Monti to the plate. We've got wind. We've got rain. I feel like someone turned on a fan and didn't let up. One ball, or 2 balls and no strikes to Alexis Monti, who grounded out on a bunt in the 1st inning. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now. Yeah, hey, I don't know. Well, someone could see me. Oh, there we go. It's 3 balls, 1 strike. Someone saw me there. Well, that's going to be an entry, a glorious entry in my highlight reel for 2022, as I'm ducking for cover from rain. And this 146-pound frame, I'm a little worried if it gets windy. There's not much to weigh me down. I could blow away. Oh, man, the wind is really picking up. We're trying to get this game in. That ball is hit foul, and it falls. Nobody catches that one, so we stay at a full count with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Another ball hit foul. This one will stay in play and is caught. So Monti is retired.
Batting for the Ponies, number 11, Gabby Lefevre.
And here comes Gabby Lefevre. The only problem with this rain is that my scorecard is not electronic. Lefevre got in front of that one and takes that first pitch for a strike. The other thing to keep an eye on, really the condition of the infield. If that gets saturated, that could complicate things. 1 ball, 1 strike to LaFavor. Braylon Pantilla has given up just 1 hit. LaFavor hits that one down the left field line. It's been that kind of year for spring sports. In April, we dealt with a lot of cold and rainy weather. May, we're getting a little bit of everything. That pitch is low. 1 ball and 2 balls and 2 strikes now to LaFavor. And she goes down swinging, so 2 more strikeouts for Pantilla. She's up to 6, and she remains perfect as far as runs are concerned. East Ridge goes to the top of the 4th with a 2-0 lead.
Hey, we should volunteer for this.
I wish I had time.
Scrolling all day, time can disappear. Wanna make it count, why not volunteer?
Posting pics of your food, that takes up time. Maybe just eat me, I don't really mind.
Time, you've got time. As your reflection, it's my duty to say.
Time, I've got time.
All my pics are the same.
I am some eggs.
10 hours a week deciding where to go eat.
Well, where do you want to eat? Maybe let's not go out to eat.
You paint your walls from cream to white, and from white to cream, then back to white.
Time, you've got time to binge all of season 9, though it got so bad.
Time, you've got time. We're gonna grow back and be the same brows you had.
Time, you got time.
Listen to my plea as I harmonize.
Time, you've got time.
Zooba-doo-bop, wow.
Just a few hours to keep families from harm. Help us end home fires with Sound the Alarm.
Volunteer for a day to install free smoke alarms in your community.
Top of the 4th, still dealing with some showers, and due up for the Raptors, Murphy, Pantilla, and Treble. Murphy facing a 2-strike count, 0-2. Murphy grounded out her first time up, and she goes down in 3 pitches. That is the 5th strikeout for Kira Murphy, and here comes Braylon Pantilla, who has a 2-0 lead. And still dealing with some showers, and looking off to the west, we might have a little more. But we're playing through it. 1 ball and no strikes. A grounder past the first baseman for a base hit. So Braylon Pantilla with her first hit, a single to right field. So with 1 out, East Ridge has a runner on. Madison Treble comes to the plate. Treble and Pantilla both flew out in their first at-bat. And the cell of showers that moved over us is starting to dissipate. Much to my pleasure. Well, much to the pleasure of everyone else who's been trying to keep our broadcast table from flying away. 1 ball to Treble. That pitch low. And that is going to make things a little more interesting with the infield getting some precipitation. That could reduce the friction, make that ball stick a little more if you have a grounder. But we're still dealing with some showers here. 2 balls, no strikes. Now 2 balls and 1 strike to Treble. Two and 1. Eastridge does have a courtesy runner. And a bunt. That drops. We just heard a thunderclap. Eastridge pulls off the bunt, but I think I heard thunder. If you're wondering, lightning, of course, would cause a delay. We haven't seen any of that yet. Runners on first and second. Following the bunt single from Treble. And Emma Spieler will look to put together another inning for the Raptors, who lead 2-0. Swings ahead of that one for strike 1. Spieler was hit by a pitch and then tagged out at home on a squeeze play. She has a 1-1 count now. Eastridge was able to get a couple of runs, though, in the third. She shows bunt. A productive out. So runners on second and third following the sacrifice from Spieler. And Caitlin Olafson, with 2 out, seeks to extend this Eastridge lead. Stillwater, one of the perennials in Class 4A softball. They won it all back in 2018, finished second in 2019. There was no tournament in 2020. And the Ponies got the #1 seed in 2021, but they drew Forest Lake, a team that had given them trouble, and the Rangers were able to knock out the top seed. As you know, with a state tournament, no matter the sport, it's single elimination. There are no series, and so the Ponies found themselves out in the quarterfinals in surprising fashion. Olafson doubled in the third inning and scored. She also has a walk. And I heard that one. That is definitely a thunderclap. So we'll have to see how that impacts the game as we continue. 2-2 in the top of the fourth. Runners on second and third, 2 out. Olafson with a grounder to short, and there will be no play. It cannot be caught by Grunder. The ball bounced to her right, and Eastridge scores another run. Tough break for the Ponies. It's 3-0 with Cahoot at the plate. She's 1 for 2. Well, for the moment, the sun has peeked out. And Cahoot with a pop. Runner catches that one, but Eastridge adds another run. And they lead 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth.
Great having you. Women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So Miss Flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah. What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
Oh.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
There!
What do we do? You may not be able to plan ahead for a ghost encounter.
Under the dining table now!
But you can plan ahead for natural disasters. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts.
Maybe it's the apocalypse.
Know your evacuation routes and decide on a safe emergency meeting location.
Here? I know. What a big Orlando.
Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. So pass the Proton Pack to the next generation and visit ready.gov/plan to get started.
Eastridge adding another run on a grounder that was misfielded by Grundner. And now the Ponies facing a 3-0 deficit again. They are not used to this scenario, only losing one game this year to White Bear Lake. But they'll try to answer back with Kat Smetna, Kira Murphy, and Taylor Gray. For now, no precipitation, but I may have to call the rest of this game standing up as Smetna takes ball one because the chair that I used got a little saturated. Oh, that's okay. I've got legs. Smetna hits that one to center field, and it's caught for out number one as Wukowitz had to backtrack just a few steps. Kira Murphy to the batter's box, and even though we got some showers there, the field looks pretty good. She takes that first pitch high for ball one. They're looking off to our west. We don't see any more dark clouds, any precipitation, at least not nearby. So hopefully, as we have a 2-0 count, hopefully it stays that way. Although we still might get a stray shower. In fact, it looks like we've got a few more there. Murphy hits that one foul and out of play. That is one of the unusual intricacies when it comes to showers. It doesn't stay in a confined area. 3 balls and 1 strike to Murphy, who struck out her first time up. And a line out. Line drive, quick reflexes from Cam Hartwig, and Murphy is retired. Here's another look at this web gem that Cam Murphy is certain to add to her highlight reel. And the Ponies having some trouble putting together a string. Taylor Gray, first pitch swing to left field, high and caught. So a 1-2-3 inning, the second straight for Braylon Pantilla. We'll take another replay, and Eastridge will take a 3-0 lead to the top of the 5th. Well, the Raptors are settling in. At least Pantilla is retiring 6 straight. Can she keep this up? We'll find out, but it's Eastridge who bats next.
Great having you. Incredible women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah.
What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist? Oh. That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
Eastridge, they've retired 6 straight Stillwater batters. The Ponies making some contact, but they still trail 3-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. Due up for the Raptors, Avery Wukowitz, Cam Hartwig, and Emily Tracy. Wukowitz singled and scored. And I'm taking a look at radar now. For the moment, there doesn't appear to be any threatening cells off to our west. And the one that came over us appears to be dissipating and moving off to our east. So hopefully we don't have any more issues, as Wukowitz swings and misses for strike one. And we've got a fresh chair. I got a fresh chair. I got to give props to this crew here for doing what they can, as Wukowitz fouls that one ball, 2 strikes. Props to the crew and props to this field and how they put that together, because I don't really see any wet spots. Maybe a little damp, but we got a glimpse of this field's drainage capabilities, and Wukowitz is drained out with a strikeout, her second. And the 6th for Murphy. Cam Hartwig to the plate. 6 strikeouts for Murphy, but Eastridge leads in that all-important run column. Cam Hartwig takes that first pitch for a strike. Hartwig got that clutch 2-out RBI single. Advanced to second in the process. She's 1 for 2. But it was a big one to get Eastridge on the board when it looked like Stillwater had a way out of that jam. 1 down. That one just a bit outside. Nobody on, so no harm there, but that one getting away from Murphy. Happens to the best of us, though. That one fouled and out of play. One ball, 1 strike to Cam Hartwig. Hartwig chases that one. Okay, that was 1 and 2, so she is out on a strikeout. So Murphy with 7 Ks. And Emily Tracy will try to get on the board. She's 0 for 2. Murphy fouls that one. Or I should say Tracy fouls that one for a strike. And another foul. 0 and 2 to Emily Tracy. Tracy with a grounder to short. Grunder makes the play this time, and a 6-3 putout. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Ponies, but they have to find a way to get runs on the board. They'll try to do that when we return to the bottom of the 5th inning.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/therightseat.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. Basically, he had to relearn everything. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey.
Due up for the Ponies, Coffee, Grundner, and Maddie Johnson as they try to get on the board. They have just one hit, one walk, but Braylon Pantilla has retired the last 7 Stillwater batters in succession. And there is visual confirmation. Again, checking the radar. No threatening cells off to our west, so hopefully we'll be bright and clear the rest of the way so that our crew can do more productive things than shield the monitor that I'm using to watch this game. Maybe they can put rain guard on the resume. Addison Coffee takes that first pitch for a ball. Coffee was one of the batters to reach as she singled and stole a base. And that's been it. No one has gotten beyond second base for the Ponies. 2-0 count. And Coffee hits that one into foul territory, and that will fall for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to Coffee, the designated player. Here's another look. Always tough to make a read on the run like that. And Coffee hits that one down the left field line, but foul. And we'll try this again. Two and 2 to Coffee. And we'll do this again. But this is one of the metrics that separate good batters from great ones. Fouling off pitches, extending the at-bat. A chess match within a chess match. That one gets past the third base, so it will be a fair ball and a base hit for Addison Coffee. The umpire ruled that the ball crossed the bag before going into foul territory. And all the ball has to do, it just has to cross any part of that bag. If it does, it is ruled fair. So Addison Coffee, going back to what we said, fouling off those pitches, it can pay off, and it does for Coffee. But Dollarsdale will once again serve as the courtesy runner. And Coffee 2 for 2. Do the Ponies have a threat within them? Here's another look. Might be tough to tell from that vantage point, but the ball, I'm looking right down the third baseline. So in that instance, I had a great vantage point. That ball bounced over the bag, and the umpire ruled it fair. Here's a bunt. So Stillwater going for the sacrifice play. So Grundner gives herself up, and Coffee advances to second. One down. Maddie Johnson, who struck out her first time up, will look to get Stillwater on the board. That pitch is low, ball 1. That one fouled, 1-1. Maddie Johnson, as we had said, no extra base hits yet. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And she goes down swinging.
Batting for the Ponies, number 23, Amber Scalia.
Braylon Pantilla with strikeout number 7, and here's Amber Scalia, who struck out in her first at-bat. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Fouls that one. 0-2. Amber Scalia hitting .341. We mentioned that walk-off home run that she had. A walk-off home run that would never happen in the majors. She takes that pitch high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Because that home run put Stillwater in the mercy rule range, and that automatically ended the game since Stillwater was in front. And she goes down swinging again. 2 more strikeouts for Pantilla. She has 8, and Stillwater strands a runner on second. We head to the top of the 6th. Eastridge in front 3-0.
I'm a first-generation Filipino American. You don't always feel you're a part of the country you live in. It's this weird middle space sometimes that you have to live inside of. But when you meet others that are also living in that space, you'll learn to know that that is its own unique space too.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Due up for the Raptors in the top of the 6th. Sam Murphy, Braylon Pantilla, and Addison Treble. The Raptors up 3-0. Again, they lost 6-0 to the Stillwater Ponies in their first meeting, but we have seen this occasionally in the high school softball season. And I will finish that thought in a moment. Bella Ruda has taken over for Sam Murphy. I was going to say, we've seen this happen on occasion as Ruda strikes out.
Another strikeout for Kara Murphy.
So Murphy getting some strikeouts here, but again, it's the runs that are the difference. But in a conference series, most teams play each other twice, and so you do get scenarios where one team performs well, and then in the second meeting, they run into a surprise, as Stillwater is facing right now. Braylon Pantilla, 2 balls, no strikes. Singled and scored her last time up. She's 1 for 2. And as we had stated, Stillwater hadn't faced much of a challenge all season. They did drop a game to White Bear Lake. And that is another wrinkle when you play a conference series. It's not like college or the pros where you play a team multiple times over successive days, but there can be a big difference between the first meeting and the second meeting as Pantilla fouls that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Eastridge, to this point, offering another reminder of the unpredictability that transpires when you face a team more than once. Stillwater, the stronger team when you look at the resume, but it's Eastridge who is in control here as Pantilla fouls, or grounds that one to short. And the throw was not in time. Couldn't quite see it from here, but Pantilla reaches safely. Here's another look.
Batting for the Raptors, number 27.
And Grunder's throw went off the bag. Unofficially, that would be the second error, at least by our judgment. So Pantilla reaches. She'll have a courtesy runner.
Is number 5, Peyton Longman.
And now we're ready. Eastridge goes for the bunt. And now they have a runner at third because the throw to second, they were trying to get the courtesy runner, and I'll get her name in a moment. They were trying to throw her out at second, thinking she overran the bag. Addison Treble gives herself up. So Eastridge with 2 out, but they do have a runner 60 feet away for Emma Spuler. Spuler, as you take another look at the sequence of events, Spuler fouls that one. Peyton Langben is the courtesy runner, number 5 for the Raptors. That pitch is low to Spuler, so she has a 1-1 count. Fielding miscues have hampered the Ponies today. You had one in the 4th inning that allowed a run to score. A couple here got Pantilla on first. And now Langben tries to go home, but a comebacker right to the pitcher ends the thread, and Stillwater needed that. But they still trail 3-0, and they have just 6 outs left. We'll see what happens when we rejoin you in the bottom of the 6th.
Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash your hands. Scrub it while you sing the song. Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Make sure your clothes down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
And the bottom of the 6th is coming up. Here's another look at the sequence that almost bit Stillwater in the rear end. On the sacrifice play, they overthrew second, and Langman was able to advance to third, but it ultimately was of no consequence. But the Ponies, they've got to find a way to put together a rally as they trail 3-0. They only have 2 hits, both coming from Addison Coffey, and the Ponies have not gotten anyone past second base. Monty, Lefevre, and Smetna do up this inning. Monty with a 1-1 count. Two balls and a strike to Monty. Monty hits that one to center field. And it's caught for out number 1. Wukowicz making the catch.
Batting for the Ponies, number 11, Gabby Lefevre.
Here comes Gabby Lefevre as we take another look. Stillwater, they've laced a few hits to the outfield, but have not produced any hits. Lefevre struck out twice. She shows bunt. And Pantilla picks up on that. Lefevre is retired. In 1 pitch.
Batting for the Ponies, number 32, Kat Smetna.
And here is Kat Smetna. Smetna takes the first pitch for a strike. Smetna has flied out to center twice. Shallow fly to left, and a 1-2-3 inning for Eastridge. So the Raptors will try to build on their 3-0 lead. When we return, you're watching high school softball on VAC TV.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
For the Raptors, number 24, Kayla Wilson.
Did throughout this game, and they'll have a chance to pick up an insurance run or two in what would be their biggest win of the season, and a much needed one for a team that had dropped 4 in a row. And again, they lost to the Stillwater team last week 6-0. Olafson, Cahoot, and Wukowicz due up for the Raptors here. 1-1 count to Olafson, now 2-1. Olofsson, 1 for 2, a walk, a double, and a run. Two balls, 2 strikes. That pitch outside. Olofsson with a full count. Again, the Raptors looking for a big win. Of course, section play is a different story. That is a double elimination bracket as Olofsson fouls that one past the right field line. In fact, the Ponies had to work their way out of the losers bracket in 2019 in section play as Olofsson, that play bobbled but recovered in time for the out. Gabby Lefevre making the play. Here's a look at our upcoming coverage. St. Croix Soccer. The St. Croix Legends take on Peoria City live on Sunday. The Stillwater Area High School has their Pops concert a week from tomorrow. And May 27th, the St. Croix Legends take on Minneapolis City. Kylie Cahoot on the mound. At the plate, I should say. Murphy on the mound. And Cahoot with a grounder to second. It goes just past Murphy, but the play is still made, and Cahoot is retired on a 4-3 ground out. And Wukowitz will follow. Wukowitz singled and scored back in the third. She has a couple of strikeouts as well. So a loss, well, it certainly wouldn't be ideal for the Ponies. I don't think it would get in the way of the resume they put together this season. They should get the 1 seed in Section 4-4A as they have many times before. It's Wukowitz. Swings and misses on that one. No balls, 2 strikes. That one high and away, 1-2. With section being double elimination, that gives you a chance to recover and recuperate. And again, Stillwater had to come out of that losers bracket back in 2019 and play a doubleheader. That one gets past the infield for a base hit, and Wukowitz with their 2nd hit of the game. A 2-out single. And Cam Hartwig will look to tack on an insurance run. That one fouled. Cam Hartwig with 1 strike. But her team still supporting her as that one cleared the fence, just not in fair territory. That one low, and Hartwig tipped it foul, so 0-2. Hartwig with the play of the game, getting Eastridge on the board with that 2-run RBI single in the 3rd inning. She also has struck out twice. A grounder up the middle for a base hit. Wukowitz will move to 2nd, and Hartwig extends the inning. And that will bring up Emily Tracy, who has yet to record a hit. She's 0 for 3. And the Eastridge coach is calling a conference. Stillwater will have another mound visit. This is a key situation. Stillwater wants to prevent any more runs from getting on the board to preserve a reasonable chance of staging a comeback. Eastridge, again, looking to cap off what would be their biggest win of the season and reverse a 4-game losing streak. A 17-1 team and a 10-6 team. Now again, Stillwater should get the 1 seed in their section. And if they make a deep run, you'll find them at the McKnight Field, located in the campus of North St. Paul. Historically, that's where they have played. That pitch is low, ball 1 to Emily Tracy, who again is 0 for 3. And now 1-1 after a swing and a miss. Eastridge has a couple more games, 1 and 2. The Raptors will face Park of Cottage Grove and Woodbury tomorrow and Friday, again, weather permitting. Thursday looks dicey, Friday looks better. Tracy fouls that one to the backstop. Tracy with a swing and a miss, and that ends the threat. But Stillwater has 3 outs left. In other words, they have some work to do as we head to the bottom of the 7th. The Raptors lead 3-0.
You budget, you pay bills.
Yet somehow, women like you, like me,
Are 80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to save ourselves by setting a goal to save 2% more of our income for our retirement.
Why 2? 1% honors you.
And 1% honors all womankind.
So come on, learn more about the 2% challenge at WeSaySaveIt.org.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right seat.
Eight strikeouts for Kira Murphy, but she'd be facing the loss right now if the Ponies can't score at least 3 in the bottom half of the 7th. And Braylon Pantilla has pitched an excellent game today. She has given up just 2 hits and 1 walk. 8 strikeouts for Pantilla. Murphy, Gray, and Coffey due up for the Ponies. And Murphy takes the first pitch for a strike. One and one. Two and one. Grounded to third. Hartwig with the throw to Ruda, and 1 down. Taylor Gray, 0 for 2. In the home finale for the Ponies, swing and a miss. When I got here, I had a chance to see Stillwater in their For the Seniors warm-up shirts. It's always an emotional time when you get to the final home game, and Taylor Gray fouls that one, 0-2. Anytime you have that final home game, not always, but you have that designated day for the seniors as they move on. Graduation just a few weeks away. Of course, we'll have live coverage of the commencement for you on Valley Access channels. Taylor Gray takes the ball, 1-2. Held at the Roy Wilkins Auditorium. It gets pretty tight in there. With all the students they recognize, Gray fouls, or I should say popped it, and it's caught by Hartwig for out number 2. Hartwig spotted it, and Tracy has a laugh. She lost track of it. And Stillwater will send in a pinch hitter, Sarah Dollarsdale, in for coffee. Two out, Eastridge looking to complete the shutout and pick up their biggest win of the season, something that would certainly galvanize their confidence heading into sections, which start next week. Now remember, sections are double elimination. So you're not out until you drop 2. Dollarsdale chased that off-speed pitch, and she has an 0-2 count. Pantilla, 8 strikeouts, 2 hits, 1 walk. Dollarsdale goes down swinging, and Pantilla with the complete game shutout, her 9th. 9 strikeouts, 2 hits, 1 walk for Pantilla, and Eastridge wins 3-0 to split the regular season series with Stillwater. And if these two should meet in section play, this game will make quite the prologue. So Eastridge ends their 4-game losing streak. They go to 11-6. Stillwater falls to 17-2, but both teams are back at it again tomorrow. Stillwater goes to Forest Lake. Eastridge hosts Park of Cottage Grove. That does it from Stillwater Area High School. Once again, we'd like to thank Burnsville Community Television for lending their production truck to make this broadcast possible. Eastridge wins 3-0, ending a 4-game losing streak. For the rest of our crew, I'm Mike Peden. Thank you for watching live high school softball on Valley Access channels.
everybody for coming to senior night tonight and supporting us throughout the season, as well as this evening. We have 6 seniors, as you all know, who have been with the program for a very long time and are absolutely incredible, amazing young women who we love very much. We're going to start with Maddie Johnson, big dog here. Yes, Maddie, give her a round of applause, please. We'll talk more at the banquet about how much we love Maddie as well, but she first started practice in 2nd grade. Is that turning on? No, they must play T-ball then. Both Stillwater softball memory is getting relived every day after practice, and so new. There you go. She loves how much fun our team has. We have such a fun bond. I know the seniors really love each other and they really take care of each other. We all know that. They played together for many, many years, and they continue to love to play together. We got about three more weeks to get to play together. We're excited for that. We've always had each other's backs. We've been able to create